Good morning, students. Today I will take class about schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a Greek word. Schizo means split and phrenia means mind. So schizophrenia means split of mind or split of personalities. Now coming to the statistics. In Canada, in the year 1919 to 2000, this graph shows that among all hospitalized patients, 1 lakh population was diagnosed with schizophrenia. It also shows that when the age is less, that means 15 to 45, schizophrenia is dominated by male, and when the age increases like 45 to 90, then female cases are more than male cases. Now coming to the definition, Egon Bleuler coined the term schizophrenia in 1908. He is the one of the pioneer of schizophrenia. Before this term schizophrenia, the disease name was demens praecox. It is a psychotic disorder which is characterized by disturbance in thought, emotion, and behavior, leading to faulty perception, inappropriate action, and feelings, withdrawal from reality and personal relationships into fantasy and delusion, and a sense of mental fragmentation. In easier word, you can write another definition. Schizophrenia is a psychotic disorder which is characterized by disturbance in thinking, emotion, volition, perception, and faculties in the presence of clear consciousness, which leads to social withdrawal. Now coming to the causes of schizophrenia. Basically 6 causes are there, or prior 6 causes are there. Those are biological, environmental, maternal, biochemical, anatomical, and psychological. First one is biological causes. These causes also called genetic causes. In all psychiatric disorders, genetic predominance is higher. In schizophrenia also genetic predominance is higher, whereas general population you can see only 1% chance is there to have schizophrenia, where if one person's first degree relatives have schizophrenia, they have chance to get schizophrenia is 50%, and second degree relatives if have schizophrenia, that particular person have chance to get schizophrenia is 25%, whereas third degree relatives if have schizophrenia, they have 12% chance to get schizophrenia. First degree relatives means parents, siblings, children, fraternal twins, and identical twins. This graph also shows variation from parents to identical twins. If only one parent have schizophrenia, they have 6% to 10%, whereas if both parents are affected with schizophrenia, they have 35%. Siblings 9 to 10%, children 13%, fraternal twins having schizophrenia 17%. If identical twins having schizophrenia, they have another twins have chance to get schizophrenia is 48%. Same in second degree relatives and in third degree relatives also. Then environmental causes. Environmental causes are family stress, poor social interaction, infections and virus at an early age, trauma at an early age, rapid urbanization, migrant pupils, and population density. One by one I will explain. Family stress. Family stress due to separation between father and mother, then strict parents, hostility in the family, rapid shifting of the parents figure or father figure, alcoholic father, these all are the family stress. Then coming to the second one, poor social interaction. poor social interaction or poor emotional bonding between the family, between the relatives, and between the neighbors can also lead to schizophrenia. Isolation, lonely feelings can lead to schizophrenia. Then infection or virus, basically basically brain disease like meningitis, encephalitis in the early age can lead to schizophrenia in later age of a patient. Trauma at an early age, mainly brain hemorrhage, brain disease, brain trauma can lead to schizophrenia. Rapid urbanization, where rapid urbanization is going, their schizophrenia cases are more because continuously they are struggling to establish their life, as well as they are losing their social bonding, so they have confusion between these two and they have chance to get schizophrenia. Migrant people are shifting one place to another place. In new place they doesn't know basically anyone, so they feel the loneliness, aloofness, so that can also lead to schizophrenia. Population density, where population density is more, like Mumbai, everyone is busy to establish their self, to earn money, and they doesn't have to look after their emotional bonding, and that can also lead to schizophrenia. Maternal complication can lead to schizophrenia. Those causes are prenatal damage, malnutrition, viruses, exposure to teratogenic drugs. Prenatal damage at the time of conception, conceived at the time of delivery, that means instrumental delivery, can also lead to schizophrenia. Then malnutrition of the mother, deficiency of the thiamine basically, or vitamin B deficiency can lead to schizophrenia in the later life. Then viruses, basically torch viruses, toxoplasma virus, cytomegalovirus, syphilis can lead to schizophrenia in later life of that fetus. Then exposure to the teratogenic effects or drugs, that means if virus infection is there, they have to treat with the drug that can have the teratogenic effect, that means that can cross the fetoplacental barrier and that can harm to the baby. Then biochemical factors are too much dopaminergic activity, that means if dopamine, serotonin, and glutamate increase, these all are neurotransmitter which present in the limbic system of the brain. If it is increased, then all activity, that means our verbal activity and motor activity will be increased. So if increased activity is increased, that can lead to schizophrenia. And as well as lack of GABA. GABA is an inhibitory neurotransmitter, that means GABA reduce the activity level. So if GABA is less and serotonin or dopamine is in normal level also, that also can show the increased activity. मतलब यह होता है GABA कम है और सेरोटोनिन, डोपामिन एंड ग्लूटामेट ज़्यादा नहीं है, नॉर्मल लेवल पे ही है, फिर भी लगेगा कि एक्टिविटी ज़्यादा हो गया, क्योंकि गाबा जो कंट्रोल करते थे वो कम हो गया. तो एक हो सकता है कि जो न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर्स काम एक्टिविटी ज़्यादा कराते हैं वो ज़्यादा हो गया, या जो कंट्रोल करते थे, जो इनहिबिटरी न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर दैट इज़ गाबा, ये कम हो गया, तो भी साइकोटिक एक्टिविटीज़ ज़्यादा हो सकता है. सो दोनों कॉज की चलते हुए सिजोफ्रेनिया हो सकता है. देन ऑल्टरेशन इन नॉरएपिनेफ्रिन लेवल की कोई भी ऑल्टरेशन, जैसे कि बढ़ जाना या घट जाना, दोनों ही सिजोफ्रेनिया करा सकता है. सिजोफ्रेनिया का बहुत सारा टाइप है. अगर ये बढ़ जाता है तो कैटाटोनिक सिजोफ्रेनिया, एक्साइटमेंट कैटाटोनिक सिजोफ्रेनिया, पैरानॉइड सिजोफ्रेनिया दिख सकते हैं. या घट जाता है तो सिंपल सिजोफ्रेनिया, रेसिडुअल सिजोफ्रेनिया देख सकते हैं. ये डिक्रीज muscarinic and nicotinic receptors also can lead to schizophrenia. Then coming to the anatomical causes. reduced number of neurons. न्यूरॉन अगर कम हो जाता है तो सिजोफ्रेनिया दिख जाता है। न्यूरॉन कम होने का बहुत सारा वजह हो सकता है, जैसे कि एज ज़्यादा है तो न्यूरॉन नॉर्मली डेथ हो जाता है, या विटामिन डेफिशिएंसी की वजह से न्यूरॉन डेथ हो सकता है, जैसे कि विटामिन B1 और थायमिन की डेफिशिएंसी। दूसरा होता है वस्कुलर डिजीज़, उसकी वजह से उस न्यूरॉन्स का डेथ हो सकता है, या कोई डिसफंक्शन ऑफ द न्यूरॉन कैन लीड्स टू सिजोफ्रेनिया। देन एनलार्ज्ड वेंट्रिकल, अगर वेंट्रिकल बड़ा है इसका मतलब ब्रेन का पोर्शन कम है, इसका मतलब ब्रेन मेड ऑफ न्यूरॉन्स, सो न्यूरॉन नंबर कम है, सो अगेन सिजोफ्रेनिया होने का चांस ज़्यादा हो रहा है। देन थैलामस abnormalities, so thalamus is basically regulates our body, temperature regulates the temperature of our body. So if it is have any abnormalities in thalamus, so that also can leads to schizophrenia. Enlarged frontal lobe as enlarged ventricle. Then hippocampus is smaller or dysfunctional. If hippocampus is basically hippocampus and limbic system basically responsible for emotional control, so any dysfunction or any dissimilarities in hippocampus and limbic cell leads to schizophrenia. Neural circuits are the circuit or pathway to transfer the emotions which is generates by न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर जो इम्पल्सेस क्रिएट करते हैं वो चलते हैं ये सर्किट के अंदर से। तो अगर ये सर्किट डिसफंक्शनल हो या कहीं पर ब्लॉकेज हो तो वो सिजोफ्रेनिया लेके प्रेजेंट हो सकता है, या ज़्यादा हो रहा है या कम हो रहा है तो सिजोफ्रेनिया हो सकता है। देन आई मूवमेंट डिसफंक्शन कैन लीड टू सिजोफ्रेनिया। देन साइको न्यूरोइम्यूनोलॉजी, most of the schizophrenic patient shows that कि they have less immunity, so immunity कम होने की वजह से मतलब decreased T cell, decreased B cell, decreased lymphocyte can leads to schizophrenia. And psychoneuroendocrinology, endocrine secretes some enzymes, so if dexamethasone is less in the blood or suppressed, so that also can lead to schizophrenia. Small size of limbic system, I already explained कि limbic system and hippocampus basically control the emotions of a person. So if any disturbance in limbic system, neural circuit and hippocampus can lead to schizophrenia. Psychosocial causes, loss of loving one exposure and having schizophrenia, it also can happen. Loss of body part means loss of vision can be, loss of limbs can be, paralysis, quadriparalysis, hemiparalysis can lead to schizophrenia in after 3-4 years of the patient or 10 years, like that. Then chronic disease like HIV, like cancer, patient can present with schizophrenic symptoms. Then repetitive exposure to stressful life event. एक एग्जाम्पल देना चाहती हूँ कि एक इंसान को सोचो कि 2005 में मम्मी का डेथ हो गया, उसके बाद 3 साल बाद या 4 साल बाद उसका बहन का डेथ हो गया, उसकी 6 साल बाद उसका जॉब चले गए, उसके बाद शादी हुआ। इस टाइम तक उसका कोई सिम्टम्स नहीं था, कोई साइकोटिक एक्साइटमेंट नहीं था, पर जब उसका पापा डेथ हुआ उसकी 1 साल बाद तब उसको सिम्टम्स दिखने लगा। तो ये रिपीटेटिव एक्सपोजर की वजह से उसका सिजोफ्रेनिया सिम्टम्स दिख गए। तो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड रिपीटेड एक्सपोजर टू स्ट्रेसफुल लाइफ इवेंट्स। Then psychosocial and psychoanalytic theories. Psychosocial theories is given by Erik Erikson. Erik Erikson told that ki 8 stages are there and every stage has some work, and if anyone can't fulfill that, they will find crisis. Suppose in adolescent, work is role identification. एडोलेसेंट पीरियड में हम लोगों का क्या होता है, हम लोगों को कुछ बनना होता है, जैसे कि 12 दे दिया, अभी डॉक्टर बनना है, नर्स बनना है, इंजीनियर बनना है, क्या बनना है। अगर हम लोग डिसाइड नहीं कर पाते हैं और जो हम लोग सोचते हैं वो नहीं बन पाता है तो हम लोग रोल कन्फ्यूजन में आ जाते हैं। मतलब तब दूसरे लोगों को हम लोग पूछने लगते हैं कि क्या बने। अभी तो मैं तो एस्ट्रोनॉट बनना चाहती थी पर अभी तो कुछ चांसेस नहीं है, तो अभी क्या कर सकते हैं। तो दिस इज़ कॉल्ड क्राइसिस और रोल कन्फ्यूजन। दे आर अनएबल टू चूज देयर रोल फॉर द सोसाइटी, so that can hamper their adolescent as well as adult life also. And who have this problem, they can present with schizophrenia in later life. Then psychoanalytic theories is given by Sigmund Freud. Freud told 5 stages of life is there according to the satisfaction or gratification. जैसे कि हम लोग जब बचपन में थे तो 0 to 1.5 साल तक हम लोगों को होता है ओरल स्टेज। तो बच्चे लोगों को देखना कि सब कुछ वो मुंह में डाल देते हैं, तो उन लोगों को मुंह में डालने से ही उसको सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलता है, ग्रेटिफिकेशन मिलता है, जो शिफ्ट होता है ओरल स्टेज टू एनल स्टेज, एनल स्टेज टू फैलिक स्टेज टू लेटेंसी, देन लास्ट वन इज जेनिटिलिया। इफ़ दे आर अनएबल दैट किड, और वो बच्चा नहीं सेटिस्फाइड हो पा रहा है ग्रेटिफिकेशन, उसका जो ग्रेटिफिकेशन और सेटिस्फेक्शन जो चीज़ में है, जैसे कि ओरल स्टेज में मुंह में डालने से उसको अच्छा लगता है, तो वो अच्छा नहीं लग पा रहा है, वो सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं मिल पा रहा है, तो वो लोग बाद में सिजोफ्रेनिया लेके प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं। दैट इज़ ऑल आर थियरीज। देन फॉल्टी फैमिली डायनामिक्स। Family dynamics means power struggle, means father is telling you should do this, mother is telling you should not do this. Father wants to dominate the family, mother also wants to dominate the family. So who will dominate this power, with whom? So this struggle is called power struggle. Then double blind. If father is telling you should not do this and mother is telling you should do this, so what child will do? She should do or she should not do. This is called double blind. Then psycho hostile means strict parentship. Now coming to the symptoms of schizophrenia. Basically Blue Euler tell 4 basic symptoms are there. First one is loosening of association, or you can tell 4 A's: association, affect, ambivalence, autism. Association means loosening of association between thought, means when they are telling. Thought disorder we can elicit by speak. When patient is telling I am thinking about TV, suppose, then after half an hour you can think patient is telling within 2 minutes she tell कि now I am thinking about my native place, now I am thinking about buildings. So no association between his or her thinking. That is called loosening of association. Usually what we are thinking like this कि college, then students, then what I will prepared topic, then time of the class, like that. Means one thought is related to next one, but here in schizophrenic patient you can't see any relationship. That is called loosening of association. Then affect means expression of mood is inner emotion, inner drives. मुझे जो करना है वो मुझे ये करने से मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है, तो दैट मुझे मैं कर लिया तो मेरा मूड हैप्पी हो गया। कैसे दूसरों को कैसे पता चला? मैं मुस्कुरा रही हूँ, तो मुस्कुराना इज affect, whereas I am feeling good, that is called mood, inner feelings. So outer feelings is affect, inner feeling is mood. तो वो ये जो सिजोफ्रेनिक पेशेंट होता है वो अकॉर्डिंग टू सिचुएशन एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाते हैं, डिस्टर्ब्ड अफेक्ट रहते हैं और ब्लंट अफेक्ट रहता है। जैसे कि कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है वो उसमें हिस्सा नहीं ले पा रहा है, वो ऐसे ही चुपचाप खड़े हैं, और कुछ दर्दनाक हो रहा है उसके बारे में भी वो हंस रहा है। तो दैट इज कॉल्ड अफेक्ट, इमोशनल डिस्टर्बेंस. एम्बिवैलेंस मीन्स एक चीज़ लेके दो सोच रहा है ना, जो पूरा ऑपोजिट है. मतलब मुझे कुछ करना है, इसमें मुझे खुशी भी है और साथ ही साथ दुख भी है. इन नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग यू कैन सी इन प्रेग्नेंट वुमन कि प्रेगनेंसी लेके एक वुमन को हैप्पीनेस भी है कि आई एम गोइंग टू बी अ मदर, साथ ही साथ सॉरोनेस भी हो सकता है कि आई एम लूज माई फिटनेस, आई एम गोइंग टू इंक्रीज माई वेट, सो सॉरोनेस भी हो सकता है. तो वो प्रेगनेंसी लेके दोनों फीलिंग्स एक साथ में रहना, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एम्बिवैलेंस. ये पेशेंट को, सिजोफ्रेनिया पेशेंट को हर एक चीज़ लेके एक साथ में खुशी भी लगता है और साथ ही साथ दुखी भी लगता है. तो उन लोगों को चूज़ करना, क्या करे, ये काम करे या ना करे, चूज़ करना मुश्किल हो जाता है. दैट इज़ प्रेजेंट इन द सिजोफ्रेनिक पेशेंट. इट इज़ कॉल्ड एम्बिवैलेंस. एंड लास्ट वन इज ऑटिज्म. ऑटिज्म मीन्स दे आर अलूफ ऑफ देयर सराउंडिंग्स, कि आजू बाजू में क्या चल रहा है उसमें उन लोगों का कोई ध्यान नहीं है. देख रहा है, सुन रहा है, पर हिस्सा नहीं ले पा रहा है. चुपचाप देख रहा है, चुपचाप सुन रहा है, बट दे आर नॉट बॉदर अबाउट what is going over. Now coming to the positive symptoms and negative symptoms. Positive symptom means which all symptoms increase or present, or negative symptom means some symptoms are slow down or decreased or aloof. So that is called positive and negative symptom. Positive symptoms is delusion is present with schizophrenia, hallucination basically auditory and tactile present with schizophrenia, then disorganized speech due to disorganized thought present, and disturbed behavior due to disorganized thought again, then restlessness, they are unable to sit in one place, can see in schizophrenia. In negative symptoms, blunt affect means they are not bothered about the surroundings, they are giving the blunt affect. Avolition, I already told, volition means unable to choose between should do or should not do. So avolition means they are unable to choose. So asociality, they are unable to show the social responsibility, social work. Then anhedonia, lack of pleasureful activities, and apathy, lack of feelings, they are unable to feel what is going over. And anhedonia means unable to feel the pleasureful activities or take the pleasure. Suppose now I am a normal person, I feel pleasure when I am playing carom, but when I became a schizophrenic patient, I am playing carom, but I am unable to feel that pleasure. That is called anhedonia, lack of pleasureful activities.